In this episode, I am going to do some track repair work. Stick around. Hi, and welcome to a new episode. The plan for today is to fix this area here, this joint here. It was the first time I cut the track and joined them because of this hinge, and I made a right mess of it. So I want to fix it. It's what's holding me back from running the trains using the helix at the moment. I'm going to show you this wagon going over this joint. It doesn't derail, but about here there is a dip. In fact, it stops here and it comes back sometimes. There's a dip here. It was a mistake of mine. It was the first time. I had no idea what I was doing. I was trying stuff out. So I want to rip this apart. And also, this side, the rails are completely misaligned. There's a huge step here, and this track are far apart from each other. So anyway, so all this has to go. I would like to put some PCB board down here, solder them and get them aligned the way they should be. I had tried this with screws on this side, and here without any screws. It was, like I said, it was my first attempt. I was trying stuff out. Both methods for me failed. I find the PCB board method a lot cleaner and easier for me, at least, to do. So I'm going to rip this track out here, this piece of track here, and these two as well. Luckily, further up the line I have a joint, and further down that side as well I have a joint. So I'll be able to put a new section in, a whole bit of track there from joint to joint, and solder the PCB board here, the track to the PCB, and then hopefully be able to cut it straight enough for it to work. So that's the plan. Stick around. Okay, so as you can see, I have removed the track. I sanded the cork down to make sure I have a smooth transition between one side of the cork and the other. So when I lay this PCB board here, I have a smooth transition here as well. I screwed the PCB board down and it's solid at the moment. I do have to cut here to insulate the two tracks, and in the middle to insulate the two lines. And also, for those who are questioning, why didn't I glue these? I did that on my first one, and the glue melted with the heat of the soldering iron, and it was interfering with the solder, and the connection was getting dirty. So I said, nope, never again. And so far I have found that screwing these down for me is the best. So I'm going to lay the track down now temporarily and cut it to size from here to the other ends, dry fit it, so to speak, and I'll show you that. Okay, as you can see, I've dry fitted a bit of rail here. It's only being held down at the moment with some screws. The gap you see between the rail and the PCB board will be filled in with solder. I won't push it down. I want to keep the track as smooth as possible, like this. So when I cut eventually here, the rails will stay in that position. I don't want them to go up or down, no, nothing. I have a couple of wagons here going over this part. Obviously at the moment it's very smooth, a lot better. There's no more dipping or anything, which is why I need to fill the gap there and not push it down and solder it flat to the PCB to avoid that dip. So far so good. I had to wet the cork surface extensively because there was a lot of glue, old glue there, which would not allow the chairs to, sorry, the sleepers to fall onto the cork. So anyway, I cleaned that out, and now everything is fitted, hopefully the way it should be. What I'm going to do next is, off camera obviously, I'm going to finish this one off and glue both of them and solder them, and eventually I will cut them off here and we'll show you the finished product. Wish me luck. I've set up both tracks, and unlike what I told you in the previous section, I want to show you the trains running over this section here before I glue and solder any of the track. So I'm going to send the 33 down to the helix. It's going over the joint there, nice and smooth, unlike before. And I'm going to bring up the 66, I'll find it here, with some wagons. And this was very troublesome, but right now it's perfect. Lovely. Okay, let's stop that there. Now I'm going to finish off what I told you before. I wanted to show you this before I do anything, and I hope that it comes out as perfect as it is now. Until then. So now that's all done, I'm going to have a short running session. Mainly I'm going to show trains going over that section. This is the last train I will be bringing up here. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'd like to hear your comments. Until the next one. Have a good day.